What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
I went to ChatGPT to ask about the angry black woman stereotype and where did it come from? Well, the audio didn't work so well on it, so I'm going to do this one myself. And whenever you hear many of these stereotypes, ladies and gentlemen, they come directly out of chattel slavery. And this angry black woman thing also came out of chattel slavery. And a lot of times, these stereotypes were there to dehumanize us and justify our slavery and justify the bad treatment that we were receiving. And it didn't justify a thing. So that's exactly where it came from. It also justified making anything we say invalid. And if you notice, they still do that to this very day. They try to invalidate your concerns or how you feel, and even your opinion. There's many of them to this very day believe no one with melanin should have an opinion, and you know me, and they can go straight to hell with that one. So anyway, this is often used, bringing you up to modern times in the workplace. A lot of times they will use this angry black woman stuff to get rid of you, to fire you. You know, it's still used, and it just goes to show you the people we're dealing with today are really not that much different from their forefathers. They claim they are, but they're really not. So it's used in workplaces, in media, also in politics. You will tend to see them use this angry black woman stuff, even in politics, where it is used against our women all the time. But white women can be out in public, have all kinds of temper tantrums and everything, and she's never called angry. They don't call her the angry white woman. I have seen white women have temper tantrums on jobs, in stores, out in public, just in general public, and they never get labeled as angry white women. We're the only ones with that label, and we have seen the Karen temper tantrums a multitude of times. In fact, I have seen their temper tantrums a hell of a lot more than I have seen on black women. And that's the truth. But they don't get slapped with that label. We do. And a lot of times, the reason why they would use this angry black woman thing back during chattel slavery, it would be sometimes the slaves would resist and they would not submit. So anyone that was not cooperating during chattel slavery, they were labeled as aggressive or angry. Mhm. And it's also in modern times coming to this point in time, it's used to justify violence against our women, whether it's from men, women, or people from other races. And it's used to silence our people. It's also used to denying sympathy. So if something happens to a black woman in our community, the angry black woman kind of diminishes any sympathy you will have towards her. During Jim Crow and Reconstruction, they even had these characters named Sapphire. Sapphire came from Amos and Andy. It would be this overly aggressive, hostile black woman that Hollywood came up with. And if you notice, those roles still exist today. You have the very assertive, melanated woman, okay? Or she's the one with her finger pointing and cussing people out and all that stuff. So in Hollywood, it's still used. That trope is still used. And it has been an image that has been greatly exploited in the entertainment world. Now, politicians, athletes, women, this angry black woman was even placed on Michelle Obama when she was the first lady. And in all honesty, I did not see Michelle Obama angry all the time, but they did put that label of angry black woman on her. Another one we seen is, like Serena Williams over the years, and it's been many others that they have slapped this angry white woman label on, but white actresses or politicians that have meltdowns, they don't get that label. They can get as angry as they want, have all the temper tantrums they want, and they never get slapped with that label of an angry white woman. They don't get that label. Only we get that label. So, is it harmful? Yes, because what it does, it strips away the humanity of our women instead of recognizing how, how they're expressing themselves or their emotion or what they're feeling at that moment. That's all dismissed because once you say angry black woman, it just completely strips away any sympathy that you would get. And it just reduces you down to an emotion instead of people really giving you that shoulder to lean on. But see, what happens in this society, they want to lean on our shoulders, but they don't want us leaning on theirs. And that's the way it has been the entire time. Now, today, many scholars are now pushing back. Many of our women that are college educated are pushing back. And they are not accepting the angry black woman title anymore like they used to. So they do fight back. So this stereotype has been around for centuries and it still shapes perceptions today about our women. But the pushback against it over the last few decades have been very strong. And many of our women are reclaiming their voices as they dismantle a lot of these stereotypes. I have seen, and I know many of you might have experienced it or seen it yourself, some of our women be on jobs, get good reviews, and all of a sudden, these folks will just turn on them. And it took me a while to realize, okay, so when they have a friend in need or a relative that need a job, they try to use that angry black woman stuff to squeeze you out of the job so they could bring their friends and families in. I've seen that. So Y'all tell me what you think. I kind of agree with a lot of the answers that come from Chat GPT, and I agree with this one too. But let me know what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.